It's so interesting how the pasuk in this week's parasha describes the 12 settings in the Choshen that were filled up by the precious stones known as the Avnei Miluim, the filling stones. Rashi immediately explains to us why were they called that way? Because they served to fill the empty settings of the Choshen. Now that's fascinating. Imagine, for example, a new color bride receives her very first diamond ring from her chassan. And if someone says to her, let me see what you've got, she says, it's a setting that's filled by a diamond. That would be ridiculous. No one refers to it as that. Rather, the diamond is almost the main part of the ring. Very often, she even refers to it as my diamond, because that's the main part. Don't you think there could have been a more complimentary way to refer to these precious stones rather than the Avnei Miluim? The filling stones, shouldn't they have been called the precious stones? Aren't they the Ikar? Aren't they the main? Rav Shmuel Birnbaum Zatzal, the Rosh Hashiva of the Meir, tells us the most powerful yesod that we can learn from these beautiful words in the Torah this week. Our greatest achievements in life is not what we achieve on our own for ourselves, but rather what we achieve for somebody else. That is the true value of one's worth. The Choshen had 12 holes in it, and it was considered lacking with the stones that filled them up. And therefore, the most positive description of these stones, despite their own intrinsic value, was to highlight the fact that they're able to fill up that which was missing in the Choshen. Marilyn Kinsella, an artist from Canada, learned the hard way. When she went through airport security, she forgot about the law of not taking liquids on your carry-on items. And she had to her dismay, part from her beloved paints. A week later, when she returned from her trip, there was an attendant there who handed her bag of paints back to her. She couldn't believe it. The man had actually checked her bag, took away the paints, but then, feeling bad, looked up her return flight and made sure to keep it, to give it to her upon her return. Our goal in life should be to see how we can fill others with what they're missing, and that will be able to give us a greater value. Have an amazing Shabbos.